The rise of a giant. Long before Rome ruled the Mediterranean, before Athens reached its golden age, before Alexander dreamed of conquest, a powerful civilization rose in the heart of the ancient world. This was Ancient Persia, an empire built not only on conquest, but on law, tolerance, administration, and vision. At its height, Persia ruled over 3 continents, from the Indus Valley to Egypt, from Central Asia to the Aegean Sea. This is the story of how Persia rose, how it governed millions, and how it forever shaped world history. 1. The land and the people. Ancient Persia emerged in what is today Iran. This land was harsh, towering mountains, dry plateaus, and vast deserts. But it was also strategic, connecting Mesopotamia, India, Central Asia, and the Mediterranean. The early Persians were Indo-Iranian tribes, closely related to the Medes. They were skilled horsemen, warriors, and herders, living in small clans long before empire. For centuries, they lived in the shadow of stronger kingdoms, until one man changed everything. 2. Cyrus the Great, founder of the empire. Around 550 BCE, a young Persian king rose to power. His name was Cyrus II, known to history as Cyrus the Great. Cyrus began as ruler of a small Persian kingdom, but he defeated the Median Empire, uniting the Iranian peoples. Then came conquest after conquest. Lydia in Asia Minor, Babylon, the greatest city of its time, territory stretching across Mesopotamia. But Cyrus ruled differently. He respected local customs, allowed religious freedom, and restored temples instead of destroying them. The famous Cyrus Cylinder records his policies, often called the world's first human rights charter. To the Jews, Cyrus was a liberator. To conquered peoples, he was a just king. Cyrus died in battle around 530 BCE, but he left behind something new, the world's first true empire. 3. Cambyses II and the conquest of Egypt. Cyrus was succeeded by his son Cambyses II in the state Spushintbenkatansi. Cambyses expanded the empire into Egypt, defeating the pharaoh and becoming ruler of the Nile. Egypt became a Persian satrapy, ruled by governors, but allowed to keep its traditions. However, Cambyses' reign was unstable. Rebellions spread, and after his mysterious death, the empire faced chaos. Out of that chaos emerged one of Persia's greatest rulers. 4. Darius the Great, the master administrator. Darius took power in 522 BCE. He didn't just conquer, he organized. Darius divided the empire into satrapies, each governed by a satrap, with separate military and tax officials to prevent corruption. He introduced a standardized tax system, a single imperial currency, massive infrastructure projects, most famously the Royal Road, stretching over 2,500 kilometers. Messages could travel the empire in days, not months. Darius also supported law, religion, and trade, making Persia stable, wealthy, and powerful. Under him, Persia reached its greatest efficiency. Religion and Zoroastrianism. Persian belief was deeply influenced by Zoroastrianism, founded by the prophet Zoroaster. It taught a cosmic struggle between Ahura Mazda, god of truth and light, Angra Mainyu, spirit of chaos and lies. Humans had free will to choose good or evil. Key ideas included moral responsibility, judgment after death, heaven and hell. These ideas later influenced Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Persian kings saw themselves as defenders of truth and order. 6. Persia and Greece. Clash of civilizations. Persia's expansion brought it into conflict with Greek city-states. When Greek cities in Asia Minor rebelled, Darius moved to punish Athens. This led to the Greco-Persian Wars. Key moments: Battle of Marathon, 430 Rawan and 19 BCE. Seyfeinen. Persian defeat. Xerxes, son of Darius, invades Greece. Thermopylae. Persian victory over Spartan resistance. Etisn. Salamis. Persian naval defeat. Despite setbacks, Persia remained powerful. The wars were not a collapse, but they marked the limits of expansion westward. 7. Xerxes and the Golden Age. Xerxes I ruled over an empire of immense wealth. Persia's capital cities, Persepolis, Susa, and Babylon, were among the most magnificent in the ancient world. Persepolis symbolized imperial unity, with delegations from every nation bringing tribute. Persian art emphasized order, harmony, diversity under one king. The empire was not built on culture erasure, but on integration. 8. Decline and internal struggles. Over time, internal conflicts weakened Persia. Court intrigue, assassination, and power struggles drained strength. Satraps grew more independent, and loyalty weakened. Though still vast and wealthy, the empire became vulnerable. Then, from the west, came a young Macedonian king. 9. Alexander the Great and the Fall. In 334 BCE, Alexander the Great invaded Persian territory. Despite brave resistance, Persian armies were defeated at Granicus, Issus, Gaugamela. The last Persian king, Darius III, fled and was later killed. Persepolis was burned. The Achaemenid Empire fell after over 200 years. But Persia's story did not end. Conclusion. Persia's legacy. Ancient Persia left behind more than ruins. It gave the world imperial administration, religious tolerance, legal organization, cultural exchange. Persia proved that empires could rule with justice, not just force. Its legacy lives on in law, faith, and civilization itself. Ancient Persia was not just an empire. It was a vision of how the world could be ruled